Awesome. And then while we give folks just a minute to join, we have a little word cloud that you can participate in. We do reach the word cloud limit, unfortunately, so it's for fun. Sorry if your word is not accepted, but please do try to contribute, and we'll take a look at it in a minute. You can use the QR or you can use the link. Jenna also just put that in the link. And while you're doing that, I would love Jenna and Mariah are both here to help support our event. I'd love the two of you to give a little intro of yourself. So, Jenna, would you like to say hi?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name's Jenna Pearson, and I've been the course director for Climatematch Academy for the last couple of years, and just really excited to see another successful year come or end. And I hope you all had a wonderful time. Looking forward to talking with you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenna. And Mariah, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Mariah. I oversee the marketing and communications for Neuromatch, so it's been fun interacting with a lot of you on social media.
So thanks, Mariah. And I feel like I've at least virtually met most of you. I'm Courtney Dean, she, her pronouns, and I am our program director here at Neuromatch and Climatematch Academies. So yes, it's great to see more of your faces instead of just your email addresses. So let's see our little word cloud contributions. So we have a few: fulfilling, engaging, amazing, insightful, intense. Yeah, we do know our courses are all pretty intense, so we do always get that one. Awesome, meow. We got a lot of cat backgrounds here. I feel like Nikolai, that must be your pod, if I am not mistaken. Yes, okay. Wonderful space cats. I like them. Awesome. Coffee. Yep, we got some good memes that really feature large amounts of coffee, so those are good. Grateful. Bins. That must be a specific term I don't understand because I am not actually a computational neuroscientist. Some of you might not know. Challenging, knowledge, community. Awesome. Cool. Great. Well, yes, please keep contributing. I'll take a little screenshot of it when we're finished here. So thanks for sharing some of your experience. Um, I'll get us started with the rest of our presentation. This really is kind of a time to celebrate all of you and the huge accomplishments that you have done. It's a huge congrats to everyone who just finished up going through the course. And we know it's tough, so thanks for sticking with it and making it through. All right, so a little bit behind the scenes. As you know, it does take a lot of work to make these courses happen. So we think it's fun to just give you a little peek behind the scenes. This is from our Slack space. So all of you, our students and TAs, are on Discord. As staff and volunteers and organizers, we use Slack. So you can see we've sent just under 30,000 messages over since the start of this year. Pretty much all of those have been contributing to some part of planning for the Academy. We had our awesome support staff on Discord, so Sophia, Zara, Fayese, and Nelson. A huge thank you to the four of them. If you opened a support ticket or asked a question, you probably heard from them at some point. You can see all the support tickets that we got across all of our courses, so just a big thanks to them for helping kind of make sure your experience was good, and hopefully they helped figure out whatever was going on for you that day. We tried a few new things this year. So we are obviously a science organization. We love to experiment through our courses as well. So we had a new schedule, including kind of the scheduling of these closing ceremonies. Hopefully it fit much better for all of you this year than if you were participating in the past. That also meant that all of you had coursework before projects this year, which was a big change and I think really helped clarify a lot of stuff. So if you were new, you might not have even known, but if you've been a TA or a student in our other courses, hopefully it felt a lot more clear this year. We brought back our project mentors, so I hope each of you got a chance to interact with a mentor during your project time and that they were able to help support you with your research. And then we did our professional development in June. This was new for us. We always hear that our coursework is a lot, so we kind of wanted to experiment with maybe having these ahead of the course so you can dedicate more time to your coursework during the course. So we asked for feedback during those professional development sessions, and we'll also ask during our end of course survey to see if y'all like that. If you didn't like it, if you want something else, we can always try new experiments. So thanks for helping kind of support our experiments for this year. As I shared, it takes a lot of people to make this course happen, and especially a lot of volunteers. So Jenna is here working with us today as one of our awesome course director volunteers, and we have so many more folks. My GIF is not working for some reason on this slide, but we have so many awesome volunteers that help do stuff from reviewing student and TA applications to helping with our marketing and communications, updating TA training. Really everything that goes into the course is touched by one of our awesome volunteers. In addition, all our project mentors are volunteers. So these are the names of all the mentors that helped out this year. So a big thank you to them. I hope, again, that you had a good interaction with your mentor. I wanted to touch on our course leadership. So these folks are integral into making each of our individual courses a huge success, especially for updating our content. So Kate Bonin was our course director for our computational neuroscience course. She's been involved since 2020, has previously been a course director for us. So she came back this year, made some great updates. Marius is our project chair for Comp Neuro. He has been a project chair since 2020. So the project portion of our Comp Neuro and our deep learning course are hugely impacted by Marius. So a huge thank you to him for all of his work. This year they updated some data sets, which hopefully you got to if you're in a neurons pod. Hopefully you got to interact with some of those new ones. And then Bing helped with some of our course content updates. And she has some cool ideas for some updates for the future as well. So we hope to see those. For deep learning, Byron was our deep learning course director. Again, he was involved in 2020 and in the original creation of the DL course. He was our head tech person, our CTO. So he came back and really he fixed a lot of broken stuff in the deep learning course this year. So hopefully it all worked smoothly by the time you all got to it. Marius helped with deep learning projects, and especially Joseph this year for our deep learning projects. He was one of our lead project TAs as well. I think he was in the previous slot, so I don't think he'll be at this one, but he's was absolutely awesome, helped implement that wildcard project day that you did for the deep learning course. And then Jawira helped update some of our course content this year and helped Byron fix some of those bugs that we found. So then our NeuroAI course, Zach was our course director for a second year this year. He and Alex, who was our curriculum specialist, worked together a lot to update that content. We did try to make it a little bit more streamlined, a little less content. I know we've already been hearing some feedback. It was still pretty content heavy, so we'll always keep working on that. And then Eva helps with our projects for the NeuroAI course. Let's see, and Jenna, I'll first say thank you to Jenna as our course director for climate. This is the second year she held that position and did some really awesome updates and just continuing to improve the course based on feedback and working with content creators to continue to make sure the content is up to date. But Jenna, do you want to share a little more about some of the course leadership for climate?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Courtney. I really appreciate it. It's really been an honor to be a part of this from the beginning and then take the role of course director for the last few years. So aside from myself, there is just too many people to probably count that have contributed to this course and the content over the years. A couple of shout outs to some key players this year would be Paul Hubel. Some of you might have remembered him from if you were a part of the group last year. He was a curriculum specialist at that point and was very active on Discord, answering all of your questions. And he has since moved on to help me course direct this year. And then we also have Will Lara, who has not only been a project template lead creating the Heatwaves project, but has also been a project TA and then a lead project TA as well. And then this year was also our project chair. So he has held a number of hats in Climatematch as well. So big shout out to him. We really appreciate all the work and effort that's been put in by the Climatematch team and the general Neuromatch team this year. Couldn't be possible without it.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenna. Great. And then just a few more shout outs. We do have some shared department chairs. So no matter what course you're in, these folks help support you in some way. Jimmy was our technical chair. He makes sure all your certificates are looking good and ready to go in the portal. Aparagita did our communications and outreach this year. Kirolis and Burak were our co-instructors, or co-chairs for the instruction department. And Kirolis made some awesome updates to our TA training. Jada is our student experience chair. She orchestrated our opening ceremonies and our orientation and also helped a lot with the art contest. So thank you to each of them. And thanks to our staff. So Bradley is our new CEO. This was his first academy to be a part of, which has been awesome to have him. Myself, Constantine, if you had some sort of tech issue, he was probably the guy helping you out. Viviana, she oversees our Impact Scholars and also is just in Discord doing a ton of help. Mariah, who we met, shares about the Academy with the world, which is super awesome, and shares your stories. Joanna is our science program manager. Alex helped with that Neuro AI course. And then Laura is our finance person. So if you're a TA and you're having issues with your TA payment, Laura is your girl. So cool. And then just a quick thank you to our sponsors and supporters. So a lot of these different organizations have provided financial support to us as an institution or other types of support as well. So yeah, not possible without them. So a big thank you to each of them as well. Awesome. And then I think most importantly of all, a big thank you to our TAs. Our teaching assistants really are the heart of our organization. You as students probably know that best. You got to know your TA really well over the past 2 or 3 weeks. So a huge thank you to them. This is just a few of them, definitely not all of them. But yes, thank you to everyone who helps support our pods. It's just a privilege to work with all of you. And get to know all of you. We also have our project TA huddles, which were really fun. And we have one for deep learning as well. Joseph was our lead project TA. Awesome. And with that, I really would love to hear from a few TAs. So if you're here and you're a TA, if you'd be willing to maybe speak to one of these prompts, you can pick one and then share. So either what's your favorite part about being a TA? What advice would you give the students who just completed the course? What advice would you give students if they're interested in applying to be a TA in the future? So feel free to pick one of those, but if you want to use your raise hand feature, I can call on a few of you to share your experience. Cool. Let's see, Santiago, do you want to go first?
Absolutely. So, hi everyone. This was my first time being a TA for an MA. I did the coursework roughly 3 years ago. So I would like to answer the third question, which is what advice would I give to a student who might be interested in applying to be a TA in the future? I would say, definitely do it, even if you think you don't have the necessary either practice imparting a course or just believe to be updated in the knowledge. The best way of actually updating your skills is by imparting a course. So of course you'll take the time to practice everything before you go with the students, but it's definitely worth it. Like you will get an even better understanding of all the contents of your course.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, the best way to learn is to teach what you are learning. So yes, awesome. Thank you. Nima, do you want to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly share my favorite part about being a TA, and that was when a problem was solved. Like people ask questions, the students ask questions, and you have to really try hard to communicate what you're thinking and how you know it to the other person's knowledge or the vocabulary or the mindset. And when it clicks and you hear that, okay, so this is how it works. That's the best moment. That's the moment of relief, I think. And it's very joyful for me.
So that's great. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Let's see, Nikolai, do you want to go next?
Yes. Uh, I would do the last question. What advice to give to a person who wants to be a TA? Think about your students as your future colleagues and your future friends, and then it's very easy to be thoughtful, kind, and patient with everyone. And yeah, I think that's the best approach.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, we've been obviously running our Comp Neuro course for this was the 6th year, and I know many of the folks who were TAs that first year, who were students that first year, are now becoming PIs or are now kind of have their own labs. So it is really incredible to see the people you can meet during this and see where they are. And 5 years is a long time. A lot of life happens. So that's awesome. Are there any other TAs that would like to share a little one of these prompts? Good, cool. Well, if you're a student, you will also get a chance. So be thinking about what you want to share as well. And with that, yes, huge congratulations to all of the students on the call. So yes, please just give yourself a little round of applause. You made a huge accomplishment. You finished the course and the group project, which, like we've said, it's an intense course. We know full-time, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, that's a lot of your time. So just a huge congratulations for everything that you learned and everything you accomplished for your time. And hopefully you made some cool friends along the way. So here's some of our pods from this year, which is really fun to see. There's also a lot of like cameos of people's cats, which I also always love, big cat person. So I thought there was one. So I love seeing your pods. I think Mariah put this in the chat, but yeah, we had over 3,000 students apply. Over 1,500 students ended up enrolling in the course and actually starting it. For TAs, we had 668 applications and accepted 134 of them. And we have 97 countries represented, which is really awesome to just see the expanse of reach that we have and the diversity of where all of you come from. It's really great. And with that, not just geographic diversity, but also race and ethnicity, career status. We have folks coming from all different phases of careers and all different academic backgrounds, which is really awesome, where we're able to learn from each other. And then our gender diversity as well within the course, which is really awesome to see. All right, a few memories. We know you spent a lot of time with your projects and just finished your presentation. So for our Comp Neuro course, you can see what their abstracts were focused on this year. So neural was definitely by far the most used term, which I don't think we were surprised by, but it's cool to see some of these other terms. Deep learning model by far was the biggest. Again, I think no surprises there. So fun to see what other things those projects were working on. Our Neuro AI course, we had 3 projects in that one. Learn and model were definitely the biggest there. And then climate, we have precipitation, region, impact, data, climate. So really cool to see all of your projects and your project abstracts and proposals that you submitted. We have a few favorite memories from some folks that were submitted. So I can kind of highlight a couple of these. I really loved this one. I watched an entire group helping someone who was feeling behind successfully run their first plot and celebrate it. So that was awesome from that one. Let's see, the discovery of the climate solution simulator interface, which is really cool, which enables decision making at the political level. Getting to collaborate with the amazing group of students was the best part of it. And we have a few moments that folks were proud of, but I would love to hear from some students. I know we got to hear from some TAs. So if you are a student in the course and you would like to share either one of your favorite memories or something that you're proud of, if you can raise your hand and we can have a few folks go.
Hi, I'm Madison. Um, I've thought that like meeting everyone and seeing like everyone all over the world learning neuroscience was really cool and people from different backgrounds. And Gemini's AI coding help us like super clutch. Yeah, I think a running joke in our group was AI would take over all of your coding jobs. So
But you got to know if it's right? You got to know if it's coding right. Awesome. Thank you, Madison, for sharing. Right. Or do we have any other students that want to share a little bit about their experience? Awesome. Yeah, Caleb, go for it.
I really enjoyed tutorial time. It was a really fun and unique way to learn the material, to actually go through it with a lot of other people and sort of all struggle with it together. And having a TA on hand to help out with that was just really wonderful.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Cool. Anyone else?
Well, can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, actually, I think that I already miss our course time and project time.
That's awesome. I'm
It was
glad to hear
great.
that. That's great. Yes, I'm glad. I hope that you got to really get to know your pod mates. I know that can be a very special bond for folks. So. Cool. Yeah, awesome. Let's see. Farhan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Neuromatch for the efforts they are making to make the resources accessible to everyone in the world. And I appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a team of people. So there's so many people behind the scenes that make that possible. So thanks. Let's see, Freedom, do you want to go?
Yes, thank you. I really enjoyed how this course turned my master's amazing. I learned a lot of concepts and principles that I might have missed during the course because I recently completed a master's in climate science and climate systems modeling. So it really helped like show me a lot of principles and techniques that I needed to pay attention to. Thank you so much. This was amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Let's see. Talika, do you want to go?
I just wanted to say, now that I'm no longer working in research, uh, I look forward to anime so much more, and it makes it so much more special to be in that environment again for 3 to 4 weeks and to be with people who are just as passionate. And yeah, that's it. I'm never gonna forget this. Thank you so much for this, for all the effort you put into it.
Yes, yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'm glad you got to get back in that kind of research space with some people that were also passionate. Cool. Thank you so much. Please feel free to keep sharing stuff in the chat if you would like as well. I'll move us along to
Courtney,
some. Oh, yes.
do you mind if I just take a quick pause? Sorry, I forget. Before we move on, we definitely need to make sure that Courtney is brought up in all of these thank yous. Um, it's hard to see exactly what goes behind the scenes, and I know those like early figures kind of showed you the support tickets and everything, but that's just like a drop in the bucket of all the things that Courtney makes sure are done and done well so that the Academy can go. So, big applause to Courtney for making sure that we're all here.
So thank you, Jenna. It takes a big team to do it. So awesome. For our art contest, we have some fun art that we're going to show you. So these are from all of our Discord servers, so stuff that you might not have been able to see. Um, I was joking. We have Gen Z did our climate science t-shirt design, so we'll have a very fun no cap just climate facts t-shirt on the market pretty soon. And then an update to our AstroCat. You can see I'm wearing our old AstroCat one. So we'll get a new one. Those will be available in our online shop, so you're welcome to purchase them, or if you want. Usually we have shirts and other stuff as well. So yes, those are super fun. Loved our t-shirts for this year. This was our Comp Neuro pod design winner. So I don't know if they're on this call or not. I'm not sure which which time slot these folks are, but this one was super fun and creative. We have some really cool illustrations. So this one was from Comp Neuro. This one was from Neuro AI. So really talented folks within our Discords, which is awesome. And then we have some awesome memes. These are from all of our servers again. So it's not Neuromatch, it's Neuromath. So I'm sure you can all attest to how much math you just did recently. And then the mentor you ordered and the mentor you delivered. And I was joking earlier, I really hope this just is how nice your mentor was and how helpful they were, and not that they didn't know what they were doing. So hope you all had helpful mentors. We had some really cool AI art here. So for Conf Neuro, this one is cool. For climate science, we have a robot farmer one here, which is cool. And then, as always, we have tons of fun memes. So yes, lots of coffee. I don't know if someone in the chat wants to say that they drank the most coffee. I'm sure one of you had more cups than you needed. We had some other very funny ones that I appreciate, making your brain grow, which is good. Some more. Yes, we know we have some excellent students, so sometimes your TA is feeling a little big birdish. Yeah, we don't delete the memes year to year, so they stay on Discord. You can always come and check them out. I occasionally go through them midway through the year. I think they're very fun. They bring me a lot of joy. So there's some really funny ones, I think. I gave Ranjith a hard time. He's one of our project TAs that was in an earlier session. And I think these ones I know this one was from our Neuro AI course. I think this one too. So yes, all very funny. I love seeing them. So thank you for all the meme creators and sharing your ingenuity and your funny spirit. So appreciated. We also really appreciate when you all share your experience on social media. So one of our TAs actually helped kind of curate this, and just thank you to all who did share their experience. We tried to, Mariah, who's on the call, tries to comment on your stuff and share your stuff. It's a great way for you to also share your certificate when you have it. So it can show folks the experience that you've gained, and as a TA, you'll also receive a certificate, which is great. So you can share a little bit more about that with your networks and just what you've learned. So it's really fun for us. We don't get to be in all your pods, so it's fun for us to see what you've been experiencing and what's been going on. So definitely encourage you to continue sharing. Now for the what's next. Obviously the course is over. You will have that end of course survey. You should have actually done it already. There was a dedicated time before your project presentations. If you haven't, please make sure you do get to that. It is mandatory to receive your certificate. August 8th is the date when you for sure should have a certificate. It takes us a little time to get those created and sent out. Usually it's sooner, so go ahead and check, but just so you know, if you don't have it after August 8th, that's when you can reach out to us and we'll figure out what the issue is. And then you can connect your portal account to Orchid. Orchid is an open source ID, research ID and document ID creator. So it can basically connect your experience specifically with you. So Orchid IDs are used a lot for research papers. You can also post your certificate on Orchid as well. So really encourage you to do this. It's a great additional way to share your experience that you gained during the academy. Oops. Now, a little bit about the Impact Scholars. I think you all have heard about it a few times now. It is that 6-month research opportunity. You will be supported by a mentor for the entire time, and it is a small group, so 2 to 4 people can apply together. You can either continue the project you've been working on, join a group of a different academy project, or you can use one of the proposals from our partner organizations, which Viviana will share more about in Slack. For this program, you will do a micro-publication, a summary for the general public, and a seminar presentation. So a really great opportunity. This is open to all of our TAs, and it's also open to students who received a course certificate and the project badge. So you did have to complete both parts of the courses. How to participate. Viviana will be posting on Discord. We'll also make sure stuff gets emailed out to you. She'll share a project gallery, and this will allow you to see what other folks want to work on, and then how you can get in touch with other people. So maybe no one in your project group is interested, or it just wasn't actually a data set you were that interested in. That's totally fine. There'll be an opportunity for you to see who else wants to work on something you're interested in, and then create a group from there. And I think if Jenna posted that URL in the chat, so I encourage you to check out the website there. Awesome. Another cool update from us, and huge thanks to Mariah for working behind the scenes to make this happen, is we have a quarterly newsletter with the transmitter. You all probably received this in your inbox recently. So this is new from us, and in this first one, there will be a survey, is the word I'm looking for early career neuroscientists. So that's all the folks, in our Comp Neuro course, and I know we have neuroscience folks in some of our other courses as well. So please go ahead and do take that survey. It's super helpful for us in the transmitter. It helps us understand what to do next. What other supports do you all need to be successful when you're looking to have a career, whether that's in academia or in industry or elsewhere. So please, I really encourage you to take that. For those of you who aren't familiar with the transmitter, they're a really cool news organization that's specifically focused on the Comp Neuro community. So they're really cool. If you haven't tuned into their stuff, definitely recommend finding them on all the places that they are. In addition, we always encourage you to share your stories. This really shows the impact of our work, and also it's just, I don't know, fun for me. I love to hear all of your stories and experiences. This was a cool one where a participant actually got to meet their mentor in person at a conference, working on one of the projects that they had. So that was a really cool experience. But I encourage you to share your experiences. I know we've had students who have been students in multiple courses. We've had TAs that have been around for many years. So we'd love to hear from all of you. And I think Jenna dropped another link in the chat. You're always welcome to fill that out or reach out via social media as well. So you can kind of get in touch with us. Finally, we have a new advocate and ambassadors program this year. So really trying to formalize and kind of create some structure around sharing opportunities. We don't have people from 97 countries because I send out a couple emails and we post on our social media. We have that amount of reach because so many of you share your experience via social media and via the different networks that you're a part of. So helping us continue to have that broad community impact and really that global network is a huge thanks to all of you. And we really want to recognize folks that help support doing that outreach. So we have our advocates, and then we also have some ambassador programs, which are a little bit more formal. There's a little more training involved, and then we make sure you have all the materials you need. And we represent you on our website. So folks can reach out to you if they need to kind of hear from someone else their experience on the course. And you can kind of share more about Neuromatch and Climatematch with your network. So again, I think Jenna dropped a link with a little more information on that. So yes, please do get involved with that.
Do you mind before we move on? Sorry, there is a question
it.
about what is the ambassador kind of responsible for, if we have just like 1 or 2 minutes to clarify a little bit of that.
Yeah, definitely. Mariah, since you're here, do you want to chat about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to. There's sort of three levels there that you can see with the different badges. So the advocate is printing out some posters, maybe placing them in your lab or sharing them with any student groups or up on campus, sharing stuff on social media. And then as you move up the different levels, it's things like being listed on the website in case a student wants to get in contact with a past alumni and has some questions, maybe presenting to a school group or a club, stuff like that. So there's lots of different things. You can jump right in and, tomorrow get your advocate badge by sharing with your networks.
So thanks, Mariah. And then I see
Thanks,
another.
Kumari.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. You're gonna
I think
talk about
yeah.
the Impact Scholars. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I see your question. So yeah, for Impact Scholars, yes, this year's program is just open to folks that were TAs or students this year. So, as you know, you're a big global community, so we want to make sure that we're able to open these opportunities for our TAs and students first. We would love to continue to expand this program and are working for additional funding for that. But for this year, yes, it's just open to our TAs and students. So good question. Awesome. Cool. Well, that is everything from me. I don't know if there was any other questions in the chat. Mentors are not included in that, so just TAs and students. Yep. You can encourage your mentor to apply to be a mentor if you would like, but they can't apply to be an Impact Scholar. Nice. Awesome. But thank you all so much. Just a huge congratulations to all of you for finishing. And thank you so much for all of you that shared a little bit about your experience, whether it was today or through the surveys that I've sent out. We'll be looking for you on social media as well. Please stay connected with us in all the ways, and please go take a nap and have a little rest. And yeah, just appreciate you all. So have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Bye, guys. We see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Goodbye.
Thank you.